Welcome to Squirrel's Wood Shop. Today, we're going to be making a lantern. My wife came up with this design for a lantern to set like on the front porch, patio, wherever you want to set it, or inside the house, or whatever. Anyway, we kind of come up with well, she did, a design, so we kind of sketched it up. It's kind of design. It's got some wood slats all the way across it. Got space in between for the light to come out. All out of wood, of course. And pretty good size. It's going to be 28 inches tall, 10 inches wide, 6 inches deep. Then we're going to make another one a little bit shorter, 24 inches tall, same width and depth. Then it's going to buy one of them remote control candles you put inside of it. It looks like a real candle. It flickers and it's got a timer and all that on it. So be pretty neat. So we're going to make a couple of these things. Y'all kind of follow along. You might want to make some for yourself. So let's get started on them. We're going to be making these out of cypress. I had some 7/8 cypress already planed down, so I had quite a bit of that, so I was going to make them out of that. Anyway, I'm going to put them on the table saw. I'm going to cut them 7/8 square. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to put a 1/4 inch groove down the edge, an 1/8 inch over, 3/16 deep for the slats to fit in. So we're going to cut them out on the table saw here, so we'll get going. Then we got the groove cut in them. You can see here, you have to kind of be careful, make sure you get it on the right side, because you got 4 of these, you know, they're going to match up like that, you know, so you can put the slats in between. So we're going to cut them the right length and give them a good sanding, then we'll be ready to start cutting the slats and the base and the top. So anyway, we're going to keep on going. We got all the corners made for the tall one, the 28-inch one, and the 24-inch one. Now I'm going to be putting 7/8 wide slats in here. They'll go in like this, up and down the sides, all up and down through there with 3/8 spacing in between. Now I got to figure out how many of these I need down through there for both sets. And one's going to be a bit wider because it's going to be 10 inch, and the side's going to be a little bit narrower, be 8 inch. So we'll figure them up and get them cut and sanded, and we'll be ready to start putting this thing together in a little bit. Then we got our slats cut and got our rails cut. And got our rails, got the 1/4 inch groove up and down them right there for each corner for the slats to go in. And we got our 8-inch slats and we got our 10-inch slats. It's 168 total for both these lanterns. One's 28 inches tall, one's 24 inches tall. So we'll take 168 with a 3/8 spacing in between. But anyway, these slats will go in here, they'll have a 3/8 spacing. So we'll cut these little spacers. They'll fit inside this groove here. They'll do 2 purposes. They'll separate them 3/8 inch each, so it'll be equal up and down through there. Plus, it'll fill that void in right there and make it just look a whole lot cleaner. Once you get the other slat in there, it'll just look so much cleaner, get them glued in. They'll keep trash and bugs and stuff out of it. So anyway, that's what we got going on. Made a little block for my spacers and put it up here and slide it in, and take a little Japanese saw and saw them off. I want a real fine cut, so it'll be all jagged and everything. So a little cut block right there for all these spacers. Takes a little while to do it, but You know, when you start stacking them in there and put a little spacer, and that way it'll work all the way up down through there and be a lot easier to control, you know. Now I got the tops for the candle holder. I'm going to cut a recess in the bottom of this where it's set on top, you know, and locate itself on top of the candle holder. And I got my router set up, got me some marks on my router table here and fence for how far I need to go and the distance I need from here to here, like 3/4 inch, and it's going to be a 10 by 8 recess in here for it to set on the candle holder. So as you can see, I took my mortise machine and I mortised spots for my post to go into and get a little more stability and area to glue up. So I just got recorded, but it is pretty simple, so I just thought I'd throw that in there. Well, we made it to the top, so I'm going to put the last slats on. These slats are a 1/4 inch wider than these because I put this slat in here to keep it the same distance because we got a top goes on it. It's got a 1/4 inch recess around here. When it sits up there, it'll be the same width as the ones below it. So that's why they're a 1/4 inch wider. So anyway, we're going to get these glued on, then we're going to start working on the little handles that's going to go on top. We got a little handle that's going to put on top here. So we'll do that after we get this all glued up. I'm going to be spraying these here with a Minwax, a polyacrylic ultra flat. So we're going to get these things sprayed up here. Well, we got them in the house and got the candles setting in them, so we're just waiting till it turns dark outside and we'll light them up and see what they look like. Well, there they are, they're all lit up, and I say, they really put some light out. The candles are pretty nice, they're remote control, and got them set them on steady burn right now, and they got a flicker mode. You turn it on, they'll flicker, so if we turn it on that, that's what it's doing now, flickering, so It looked really nice. I was really surprised how much light they do put out. Here I moved them outside, see what it looked like. With a remote control, you don't have to step outside and light them, just do it from inside the house. And they look really good out there too. So anyway, sure appreciate y'all watching, and if you don't mind, subscribe to us, and God bless.